Hey, what's up, fam? Jujutsu Kaisen was a pretty fast read this week. I don't know, it was very action heavy and setting up for the next chapter. It was pretty good. I actually really liked there's a part early on where when Megumi is fighting, what's the guy's name? Togi? Oh wait, no, that's the other dude. Noritoshi. They're like having a little battle, and they're like remembering each other's abilities. Megumi can has he's got his little shadow summons, and Noritoshi can put blood onto things and control them. And he's shooting his arrows, and he can manipulate him mid shot, which is pretty cool. Nothing wild in there, but while they're talking about like neither side is really fighting at their fullest. They're still kind of sizing each other up. Was I thought was actually really interesting is when Noritoshi started to fight more seriously, and he's like noting that Noritoshi's speed and power, like everything on his fighting capabilities, have gone up. And Megumi's like, how is he doing this? And he's talking about how he's using his blood manipulation abilities. It isn't just putting it on an item and controlling it. He's got a higher level of control to where he's pretty much manipulating the blood in his own body to be able to just respond faster, move faster. He's doping himself, which is pretty cool. I thought that was actually a really cool ability, and I really like so far with Jujutsu Kaisen's kind of style of taking powers and don't not using them in the conventional way that you'd really expect, but using them in a much more simplistic and yet surprising way. I really like that so far, and they decided we're having this pretty nice fight before it pulled right over to I don't remember the chick's name that fought Maki and had her sword stolen, but she gets a call and she's like, "Oh, it's Mekamaru. Let's see what he wants." And then Togi, who the guy who always is just saying the names of foods, he has his powers in his voice. Just over the phone says to sleep, and she just passes out. And he's just like, "All right, this is going pretty nice." To where after he feels this ominous presence coming, and I don't know the old dude's name. The old dude, he's got a problem with Yuji. He doesn't like him, he's talking to Noritoshi. He's like, we're gonna bring this grade one spirit in there, and he's cursed spirit grade one pretty strong. We're gonna be able to deal with him, and hopefully we can use your power combined with the rest of the team and this guy to kill Yuji, because obviously they don't like that he's got Sakuma in him, and they just kind of see him for the fact that Sakuma's there, and they don't want to get rid of they just want to get rid of him. Sakuma being obviously a big threat and a huge attraction to cursed spirits. And once he's like, "What is that feeling?" You see the cursed spirit's head kind of peek around the corner, but he's pretty much already defeated. And I don't remember if this guy has a name. I remember him, I believe, in an earlier chapter. I'm 100%. This big cursed spirit dude, and he's got trees coming out of his eyes, which is pretty cool. I like that. That design is just so interesting to look at. Like you look at the rest of him, and it's like, all right, he looks pretty plain, and then just the trees coming out of the design is so odd. And then you kind of like peers over, and Mojito is there, and they're getting ready to bust in. They're going to crash the party, and the fight will stop being this infighting and be more of fighting these evil cursed spirits that are here to try and take Sakuma, as well as to kill any of the shamans that are in their way. I actually like this take on this. I know some people are probably going to look at it and be kind of like My Hero Academia when they're doing like it's the forest training stuff, and then the villains show up, or even that training thing at the beginning. I think this one is a little bit cooler because though there was more of a threat when all those villains showed up in My Hero Academia. This one was interesting because the good side is also trying, like the good shamans are trying to kill Yuji, and now the thing that's gonna disrupt them from being team killed is actual enemy Shino, which is gonna be pretty interesting to see how that goes. Like I said, it was a really fast read. It was mostly Megumi and Noritoshi talking to each other, and sizing each other up and trying to figure out what's going on. And then just that reveal of they're still trying to kill you. I smacked the hell out of my headphones. They're still trying to kill Yuji, and it's just this kind of drop of this dude in there, who just like I said, about to get pretty exciting. We'll see how that goes. See how exactly it shifts over to a much more serious arc. Well, I mean, it is already pretty serious, but a much more serious arc. Other than that, tell me in the comment section below on what you've been thinking about this. Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't get why more people don't pick this up, especially like I know a fair amount of people that are really into Yu Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter, and yet they haven't picked this up. Like out of all the new manga, Jujutsu Kaisen legitimately feels, and it still has that same feel as both of them, and I think that's pretty cool, especially Yu Yu Hakusho. So hopefully, hopefully people will start getting a lot more attention, especially now that it's on the, it's being much more frequently translated on the Shonen Jump service on their website and their app, which is pretty good. Other than that, yeah, tell me what you think about this chapter. It was definitely a really nice setup chapter, and I really like the part where the dude is revealed he dopes himself by blood manipulation to make himself stronger. That was pretty sick. Other than that, like I said, drop a comment in the comment section below, like the video, check out my other videos, subscribe to the channel, for more, and appreciate everyone who's already subscribed. Otherwise, thank you very much for listening.